Alright guys, while 2020 has ended, its essence has not left us yet, and that's not always a good thing. But let's talk about something that is good. The best JRPGs of 2020.
I will not let you destroy my world! Life is too hard, but I'm still out here boasting. I'm focused, I block out commotion. All y'all salty like you draw the ocean to enemies, your only devotion.
Alright, before getting into the video guys, please remember that I'm streaming on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can find the link in the description down below, as well as posting on Twitter and Instagram often. You can also find those links down below, so please check those out. Also, if you're enjoying the video, please hit the like button, and if you enjoy the content, please consider subscribing for more. Alright, so the best JRPGs of 2020, what more can I say? There was a ton that came out this year, and I just really want to go over the ones that I really got to dip my toes into, and the ones that really just popped up on the radar and showed themselves out this year. Alright, so starting off, we're going to talk about Yakuza Like a Dragon. Now, this is one of the most latest releases coming out in early November. The game is a fresh take on a long-running series. I usually don't like to put the Yakuza games into my videos just because I feel like the art style is not indicative of how I usually enjoy my JRPGs, but they are JRPGs nonetheless. So, Yakuza Like a Dragon does a lot different. There's a brand new setting, new characters. It does not stick to the storyline of the previous Yakuza games, so it's very easy to pick up and start playing. And it has a new battle system with now turn-based combat. So the game is very crazy, just like all the previous Yakuza games, with a lot of different enemy types and a lot of different things. But the story and the characters are very good. There's a bit of a grinding aspect at the end of it, but that does not take away from the greatness of the story and the greatness and craziness of the Yakuza games. So a game this year that really kind of caught me off guard and also hit a home run in my opinion was Sakura Wars. Now, Sakura Wars is a long-running JRPG franchise, but over here in the West we have not gotten a lot of games. So Sakura Wars really caught me off guard this year when I decided to play it, and it actually was really good. There was a sim aspect to the game. There's also a kind of Dynasty Warriors type of fighting, and the world and the characters was just really awesome. It was a very vibrant world set in a kind of World War II era Japan where you have to fight demons, and you're working in a theater trying to help run the theater as well. And the game was really just like a mashup of all of this great stuff that I enjoy in JRPGs, but just in a different world. It was very under the radar for me, and when I tried it out, it kind of blew my socks off, and I became an instant fan of Sakura Wars. Sakura Wars is a great franchise, and I am planning on dipping my toes more into it, honestly, because this game was freaking awesome. Alright, so talking next about Trials of Mana. Trials of Mana is one of those games in the Mana series that we did not get in the West for a very long time, and when we did, they announced a remake right after it. Will say the art style in this game is insanely good. It's so vibrant, it's so nice, the colors stick out on your screen, and it is really awesome. The battle system in this game is different. It is a open battle system, so you can run around, you can attack from different sides and things like that, which allows you to be a little more active in what you're doing in battle and not so stuck on the turn-based combat. You're allowed to choose different party members and really figure out who works best with you, and you can find different characters. I will say that the story did not grab me too much on this, but I know some people really enjoyed this game, and it got decent ratings, so the game is worth checking out. Alright, and I know a lot of people don't care too much on my opinion of this, but I have to put it in here. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot was actually a very good game in my opinion. Wasn't the best, you know, I definitely would give it a 7. It's above average. The world being as open as it is was very nice. It gave you a lot to do. I spent a lot of hours just flying through the world. I actually went back a couple times and revisited it just to, you know, do that. And while it's very rough around the edges, it does stick to that Dragon Ball Z story. It gives you a little bit more than you used to seeing. I was very happy as a Dragon Ball Z fan to see certain things that are canon being put into this game that I didn't see in any other Dragon Ball Z game. So it was very nice. And being a Dragon Ball Z fan, this was just one of those things that I've been looking forward to. While it does not put itself as the best Dragon Ball Z RPG, it is up there. And it is a game that if you enjoy anime and if you enjoy Dragon Ball Z, give it a shot, because if anything, you can get lost in the world. Final Fantasy VII Remake. Now, this was one of the biggest JRPG releases of the year. It was crazy, the hype for it, how long we waited for it. I know this game really blew my socks off in a couple ways, and then other ways it really just kind of let me down. The world was so big, and it really just lets you explore Final Fantasy VII world, that those cities and those atmospheres and those settings in a new different way. And I think it's really good for all those Final Fantasy VII fans to really get back into that world and see things in a different light. The battle system was also very innovative. I kind of struggled with it a little bit at first, but then I kind of got used to it. For most Final Fantasy fans, it was something different, but if you had played 15, it's kind of reminiscent of that. But I will say that I feel like some parts of the game were kind of a drag. Some things probably went a little bit longer. The dialogue probably went a little bit longer than it needed to, but in general, the game was pretty good, and it really brought that new atmosphere to an old setting. You know what I mean? Alright guys, and to conclude this My JRPG of 2020 is Persona 5 Royal. Now, Persona 5 is not a new game in any aspect, but Persona 5 Royal is more of the definitive edition with some really good added content in there. I spent a ton of time playing this game. I think I clocked in at about 140 hours, and that was not enough time for me, to be honest. This world of this game is so awesome. The atmosphere is amazing. It's a very jazzy vibe where you're in Shibuya and certain places in Tokyo. The RPG elements where you can find confidants and level up your relationships, and also level up your own stats to help you out socially, as well as go through dungeons and use their awesome turn-based battle system that's very tactical to level yourself up like that. It's amazing. The sim aspect of the game is really what grabbed me, where I was trying to level up relationships and get certain things done throughout the day, and then meeting up with the Phantom Thieves, going into dungeons and trying to really save the world. This game is great, guys. If you have not played this, I know I'm probably preaching to the choir here, but this game is amazing. Go play it. You don't have to beat the game because it is very long, but it's worth a look, because you will get lost in this game. What was added into the game? They added a new semester with a couple new characters, and just make sure if you're playing it to really pay attention to the certain things, because if you don't, you will miss that semester. This game is awesome, guys. Really made 2020 gaming and JRPGs in general brought into a new light with this game. I really found something that I could enjoy and play for hours and hours on end and not have to worry about anything. I love Persona 5 Royal. It's awesome. Alright guys, and that is a wrap on 2020. While today is the first day of 2021, I'm looking forward to some great JRPGs coming out soon, and I'm also going to be doing a video on that, so stay tuned. Once again, this is Matt the Gym Rat. If you enjoyed the content, please make sure to hit a like, and if you're looking forward to more videos, consider subscribing. That is all from me, and I will see you on the next video.
Baby, I don't understand this.